Hello, friends. My name is Marta, and I really love homemade baking. Today I'll show you a recipe for a very delicious apple pie. Take 2 cups of flour, pour them into a bowl, and make a small well in the center. Add sugar, about 2 tablespoons, and a pinch of salt. Next, crack 3 chicken eggs into the bowl. The ingredients for this pie are very simple and accessible. I think everyone has them in their refrigerator. We will only need the yolks, so carefully separate the yolk from the white. Do this slowly so as not to break the yolk. Add the yolks to the flour. Next, we will need 3.5 ounces of butter. The butter must be cold, straight from the refrigerator. Cut the butter into small cubes. In short crust pastry, the temperature of the ingredients is important. The butter must be cold to create that light, crumbly texture we need for the dough. Butter melts quickly from the touch of your hands, so you don't need to knead this dough for long, and during breaks in cooking, we will keep it in the refrigerator. Add a package of quark or cottage cheese to the dough. I like when quark is added to short crust pastry. It gives the dough incredible tenderness and, importantly, moisture, thanks to its water content. Add a little cold milk to the dough, about 50 milliliters. If you feel the dough is still very crumbly, add a little more milk. Work the dough with your hands. As I said, you don't need to do this for long, so the dough stays cold. I would be glad if you write in the comments what country you are watching this video from. I am always interested in getting to know my viewers better. When the dough comes together into a ball, we can stop the kneading process. Wrap the finished ball of dough in plastic wrap or a plastic bag and put it in the refrigerator for half an hour. While our dough is resting in the refrigerator, let's work on the pie filling. It's apple season now, and I adore baking with apples. For this pie, we will need 3 large apples. It is better to choose from varieties of apples that do not fall apart when baked, but hold their shape well. Also, slightly sour apples are better for such a pie, since we will be adding sugar. Heat some butter in a skillet. In it, we will sauté our apples with sugar. The sugar caramelizes the apples, unlocking their natural sweetness and creating an incredibly deep, rich flavor. The butter gives them amazing softness and tenderness, making every bite truly juicy. This combination of apples, butter, and sugar adds richness and a wonderful golden hue, turning simple apples into an exquisite delicacy. This method of preparation makes the apples the perfect filling for baking, creating an unforgettable aroma and texture. Add a teaspoon of cinnamon. It gives the apples a magical, warm aroma and a spicy note that perfectly complements the sweetness and acidity, making the taste unforgettable. Add a teaspoon of cornstarch. The cornstarch absorbs the excess juice that apples release during baking, preventing the filling from being too runny. This helps the filling hold its shape, becoming thick and cohesive as the pie cools. Thanks to the cornstarch, the crust remains crispy without getting soggy from the apple juice, which is very important for a perfect result. Before spreading the filling on the dough, it must be cooled completely. We take our dough out of the refrigerator, take a baking dish, and press the dough with our hands. We need to create a base for the pie with small edges. I think it's important in the rush of our days to find time for making delicious home-baked goods like this. To not rush, to enjoy the process of preparation, from mixing the dough to slicing the apples. We send the prepared pie base to the oven for 10 minutes. It won't bake completely in this time, but it will set and become firmer. Now we add the apples. Look what a beautiful, fragrant pie filling we have. And that smell of baked apples with cinnamon. Besides the apples, our filling will also have a very delicious cream layer, which makes this pie truly special. After we separated the yolks from the whites, we have 3 egg whites left. We, of course, as experienced homemakers, will put them to good use. We whip these egg whites with a whisk or a mixer, adding a couple of tablespoons of sugar in the process. For the egg whites to whip well, they should be cold. We finish whipping when the egg whites hold their shape well and don't spill out of the bowl when we tilt it. Next, pour 2 tablespoons of cornstarch into a bowl and add a little sour cream. Our task is to mix the cornstarch and sour cream until smooth, without any lumps. When the texture becomes uniform, add the rest of the sour cream, about 300 milliliters. Mix until smooth. Add the sour cream mixture to the whipped egg whites. And slowly, gently fold it from top to bottom. It's important here not to damage the air bubbles that formed while whipping the whites. They will help us create a light, tender layer. This is the texture we've got. Light as a cloud and incredibly tender. We spread this sour cream and egg white cloud on top of the apples and level it gently. And now we'll make the crumble topping, the top layer of our pie. We set aside a portion of the dough for it, about 1/4 of the total amount. We gradually add flour and simply cut the dough with a knife, getting smaller and smaller pieces. The aroma of fresh pastries creates a special atmosphere at home, filling it with a unique scent. Sharing delicious homemade buns with loved ones is a way to show your care and make moments unforgettable. This is the dough crumble we've got. We sprinkle it on top of our pie and send it to the oven to bake for 40 minutes. And here it is. Look at this appetizing, golden brown apple pie. How fragrant it smells. Let's quickly cut a slice to taste what we've made. I thank you for watching the video. If you liked the recipe, I will be waiting for your likes and comments. If you have any questions about the preparation, write them and I will answer in detail.